Alrighty, Rainbow Brady. This is the third and final Mukudo video, at least for now, because I can't get my hands on Chromia. We took a look at Truck Boy, and if you're not familiar with this, this is supposed to be some Chibi SD Optimus Prime, and congrats to homie who won this on the recent giveaway. This will be sent out to you very, very soon. Then we saw RC, Peach Girl, and hold up. The peach smell is kind of wearing off. Before, if you rub this area, it was like the scratch and sniff sticker. But one thing about the art, man, I really don't like that they try to goon her up like this, you know, because when you look at the aesthetics, look at her legs, you know, they're little like baby legs and they're kind of like inverted inward. And even her too, and like, I just don't like that goonifying. I really, really don't. And so we're going to turn that around. Yay. Just wanted to kind of show that off initially. And so this is going to be a totally blind reaction. I'm assuming because they are mold mates. I mean, you can see right over here, right? Because they share so many similarities, I'm going to assume that I'm not going to have to do any type of initial run on this. Usually I would open up a character, check them out, and get familiar and stuff. But I'm going to assume that I won't need to do that. And you know what? For the sake of the focus, let me just kind of move these guys off the screen, okay? All right, so I got her out of package, but really quick, let's take a look at the artwork. Really like the cape. That's pretty cool. Holding the shuriken over here. Just such a pose, you know what I mean? Look at this arm bent over here, holding the sai. Her little inverted legs. That's so cute. That's just so cute. I wish they had just gone cutesy with RC as well versus Goonie, you know what I mean? But yeah, the box and everything, Mukudo. It's a subdivision of Magic Square. You can see MS Toys over there. And so, yeah, that's the box. I do have RC over here just in case we need to do a comparison. But yeah. So here we have, oh, yeah. So, dude, just like the box, you can see that she has a shuriken and she has a sai over here. And let's check out the card. The instructions, I'm assuming, are going to be similar. I do want to look at them because I want to see if there's like weapon storage and stuff. Because RC's little dagger sword would fit on the top as a fin, and her blaster, there was storage underneath. But this, it's the same RC one. Yeah, it's just RC actually. It's not even. It's not even. Oh my gosh, what's her name? Nightbird? Windblade? No, Nightbird. Yeah. But yeah, very nice card. Done on plastic. But yeah, at least they got the character right, even though they didn't replicate it in the instructions. And oh, whoa, this tiny piece of, I think this is a magnet. Hold up. What the heck? Bro, I don't know what this is. Okay, hold on, let me put that back before I lose it. The sai, I can tell, will just plug into the hand. And I don't know if there is a magnet on her hand that, like, I'm supposed to thread it through here and it's going to attach to her fist. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I will say this. I mean, as nice as it is for me to kind of get my hands on these a little bit early and, you know, like, preview it before I share it with you, there is something to, like, a blind unboxing like this right now. You know what I mean? And, oh yeah, she does have all the same weapons and stuff. You kind of get like a sense of wonderment, and everything is raw and new versus me having to replicate my sense of wonder when I'm opening up something that I've already taken a look at. We're in a little plastic baggie, and oh, it's sticking to my hand. Oh, that's cool, man. I can tell you already right now, this build quality is better than RC. I don't know if there were some areas that RC failed in terms of QC. RC and QC. Sorry for that cutaway. I realized actually there was a significant portion of this that was really blurry. And so I'm kind of re-recording this right now. I don't exactly know where I left off, but the tolerances are really, really tight. Almost too tight. Like this arm has difficulty spinning all the way around. It should be able to spin 360, and it does with me applying force, but it does get stuck in certain areas, and same for this as well. It's almost like they wanted to address the tolerances on RC, and they cranked it up just a little bit too much. But she looks good. She kind of has this like Donald Duck look, or some type of like duck face, you know what I mean? I don't know how she's going to hold that shuriken in her hand. Yeah, I don't know what that metallic piece is for. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. If I do figure it out at the end of the video, I will show you. But I almost want to do it now. But Maybe I will do it right now. Give me 1 second, okay? Let me see if I can figure it out. All right, well, it is definitely a magnet, that's for sure, because I got it to adhere to these little pieces of metal over there, but in terms of how to equip it, man, I'm totally lost. I can't figure it out for the life of me, so we're just going to ignore that. So really quick, I just want to show you some of the details on her. Yo, people pointed this out. They're like, yo, why does she got a belly button? I know, right? It's so weird. And she does have a bit of a long torso. But I mean, this is just a chibi character. What can we really expect, right? The legs are so cute. Look at those stubby little legs. They're adorable. Really, really. Yeah, these characters, I feel like, again, are meant to be adorable and super cute and not goony. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. That gold on the eyes are done well. The purple over the black is also done well. Yeah, the paint is good. It's good. Nothing to complain about, really. She also has a little heel stabilizers that they don't really show you, but in case you need help, positioning her to stand, you can flip those out. Otherwise, you can just kind of keep them in there, and that's really the only effect they have. They don't serve any purpose in transformation. I can see some of the cuts are a little bit unclean underneath the foot, but that's fine. That's fine. Her noggin can move up, down, left, right, and later when it transforms, you'll see it all just kind of like come apart. And the arms, they're all on like ball joints in terms of like the shoulders. And then here there's a swivel that should swivel a little bit more freely, but like I was talking about, the tolerances kind of prevent it from doing so. And you get a basic bend at the elbow, and then you get like a wrist spin and stuff. But yo, I don't know why the focus is out of whack. There's nothing else. Like, I guess it just wants to focus on the background. Cool. I like the background too. Everybody always asks me like, hey, where do you get that background? So I bought it many moons ago on eBay. And there's versions of it that you can buy now still on eBay. It's not exactly the same, and they are prohibitively expensive for what they are. And boy, these tolerances are super tight. But yeah, you get knee bend over here. Then you get swivels. You see that thigh swivel, and this is about to pop off. Yeah, that's right. But there's a ball joint up at the hip. And so she can get into some nice expressive ninja kicking poses. They can't quite do a full Van Damme. Shout out to Bobby Skullface, because I think he's the first one that I heard coin that term, the full Monty. Yeah, it's just this kind of like gets in the way. And backward and forward, this is about what you're gonna get, but still not too bad. But she's cool. She's cool. So class, would we like to see her transformed? Yay! Cue that sound effect that Wotafa has. You guys know who Wotafa is? This is a Japanese influencer, a toy influencer. He's great. He's absolutely precious. Love his channel so much. Got these cute sound effects when he's like, when he's accomplishing things, you hear like children clapping and like going like, yay! It's pretty cool. Anyway, let's start transforming her, okay? I'm gonna cut away really quick and I'll be right back. Yeah, I was gonna say, if you hear a little pep in my step, a little bit extra in my voice, it's because I've had my coffee and food this morning. Sometimes I'm doing this, a lot of times I'm doing it on empty stomach, or it's at the end of the day and I'm like pretty tired. But yeah. And now I'm forgetting how to transform this. I think the ears have to pop out. Yeah. It's been a while since I transformed RC. But yeah, I'm feeling good right now. Feeling wide awake. And then the rest of the head will transform later, but you do need to kind of move these out of the way. And then the arms will come down. And what they'll do is you got to flip them back up, and then you got to keep this level against the side of the body. Same thing over here. You kind of bring this down. I mean, the transformation is really quite simple, and tolerance is just a little bit tight. Then you got to do that. And I think at this point, or no, there's you're supposed to be able to untab the body, because this is supposed to like flip back, and the arms will just tab into the side over here. And you kind of have to do that now because it's hard to do later. But dude, I swear this is supposed to move down. Give me 1 second, okay? All right, you know what? Even though I feel that I'm doing something wrong, I'm just gonna keep going. I feel like it's right. I feel like it's right, even though, I don't know. But anyway, you got to flip the arms around and have this bit tab into here. But the first time you do it, it's going to be kind of tough. Actually, that was easier than RC's. RC's was way difficult to get into. And you know what? Now that I've spun the arms around a couple of times, they're not giving me as much trouble. I think maybe some of the plastic screws inside were not cut were not cut cleanly, and there were some burrs that we had to work through. And yeah, the feet don't do anything if I recall. But yeah, you just want to tab it in as best as possible and keep them aligned to the side. And then you're going to twist the fist out so that the thumb is facing the same side as the tire, because that's where the head is going to plug in. Cool. And you're not, again, and I'm doing it now because later on there's just not going to be enough clearance, and that has a tendency to pop off, but everything has to be kind of like just right. And then from here, you know, I swear I get the feeling that this is supposed to cascade forward, but whatever, dude. We're going to figure out later. You know what I noticed? This plastic is, I don't know if it's dirty or something, but you see that? There's this kind of like weird luster to the back. Huh. All right, whatever, dude. I do think the way this peels out is interesting. I don't know if I can extend this right now. Oh, there we go. So how this peels out is it comes down, then it it comes down, and then it rocks out, and then it flips like that. I think that's pretty smart, man. Simple, basic, but very, very effective. And then that will allow you, like this is going to be the front of the car. And one of the problems I had with RC is this nose kept on falling off, and that little bit, the little visor, the window, that piece also kept on falling off. And I think once you've done that, you can extend this all out, and then you can rock this back. Oh, okay. So I did do it right. And this will sit over there, and then you got to rotate this around. And if you've got the spacing right, and this face, you'll see that kind of went up on its own. But yeah, you can help kind of like guide it and shepherd it where it needs to go. But this, hold on for a second. There's something missing. This piece right over here, they're supposed to be, I guess she doesn't have it, but RC does. RC has an extra little flap over here that comes down, and I guess that's part of her head crest, but because she doesn't have that, there's not this extra piece that sits in there. Huh. And I don't think it's missing because the robot mode looked completely fine, you know? And you can just rotate this until you can see what I'm trying to do, right? I'm supposed to plug this into the fist and this as well, but it's taking me a little too long on camera, so let me do it off camera and I'll be right back, okay? All right, we're done. And man, it was way easier to do it off camera. When you're trying not to make sure that it shows properly on the screen, it's so much easier. But this bit I was telling you about, I want to show you. It's this part right over here. You can see it kind of extending, and it's part of her head crest, but she doesn't have that, and it's totally not missing because, yeah, it shows in the box that, yeah, she's not supposed to have it. In terms of orientation of the tires, even though they can't, like, really roll, the placement of this is accurate, and so it's just kind of going to be there, and yeah, they don't really roll. I managed to tab the sides into the fists, which are more important than these because I just couldn't negotiate it properly, and so the legs are not tabbed into the arms over here, but it doesn't really matter because this is by far the more important connection. Like I said earlier, she's a lot more sturdier than RC is. Overall, I actually think that this is a better toy. Of course, I do love the RC character, but a couple of points down for the gooniness of the box, a couple of points up for the scratch and sniff aspect. I don't think she... Hold on. Oh. Hey, she smells too. If you rub her belly, the purple part, she does have a scent. Huh. And I don't know if it's because it's rubbing off from the RC, but I can smell something here. A very pleasant smell. Huh. And it smells kind of purpley grape. Quite interesting. Quite interesting. Then I'm to imagine that Chromia, who's called Blueberry, probably smelled like blueberry. Huh. It's a shame that I won't be able to get her. But yeah, I forgot to also show you that when these come forward, they tab into the front over here. And focus, Daniel-san. There we go. There we go. But it's a cool little ride, dude. And you can see, you can envision maybe a little character sitting over there, a tiny little like bumper car type thing at a fair. And yeah, that's Nightbird in her Mukudo SD Chibi-ness. That's really all I got to say about the video. It's a nice little figure. If you If you have the opportunity and you want to pick this up, check out tfsafari.com and utilize the codes that you see on the corner of the screen. And I will talk to you all another time, okay? I appreciate y'all being here and watching these videos, okay? Take care.